I walked past the hallway mirror and caught a glimpse of something that made me stop. I stepped back slowly, looked at the mirror, and saw myself, standing alone, no one else in the hallway. But I could hear them, my dad talking in the living room, my sister laughing somewhere behind me. I turned around. They were there, and I looked back at the mirror. Gone. Just me. I went back to the therapist. I had to, because something wasn't right anymore. I hear them. I told him the moment I sat down. I see them. I talk to them. They're there. He nodded, calm as ever. And the photos? They change. I said quickly. They're there when I take them, but later, they're gone. He leaned forward slightly. Have you ever seen them when you're not directly looking at them? I froze. What do you mean? In reflections, in recordings, in anything that captures reality without your direct perception. I swallowed. No, and that doesn't concern you? I didn't answer, because it did. More than anything, I went home that night, and everything felt different, heavier, like the house itself was watching me. I walked into the living room. My dad was sitting on the couch. Hey, he said casually. Hey, I replied, trying to sound normal, but I couldn't stop thinking about what the therapist said. So I did something I hadn't done before. I pulled out my phone and opened the front camera. I held it up casually, pretending to check something, and looked at the screen. My breath caught, because on the screen, the couch was empty. I slowly lowered the phone. My dad was still there, looking at me, smiling. Everything okay? He asked. I couldn't speak. I raised the phone again. Empty. I lowered it. Him. Raised it. Empty. Lowered it. Him. That's when I understood. It wasn't that they weren't real. It was that they only existed for me. And something about that realization broke something inside my head. I started paying closer attention after that, watching them, testing them. And the more I did, the more things didn't line up. They repeated things, small phrases, same tone, same timing, like a loop I hadn't noticed before. My sister would say the same complaint at the same time every evening. My dad would sit in the same position, make the same movements like he was following a script. And my mom never left the kitchen, not once. I confronted her. Why don't you ever leave this room? I asked. She smiled. I'm right where I need to be. Do you remember yesterday? I pressed. Of course, she said. What do we talk about? She paused. That same pause. That same exact pause. Then she smiled again. We talked like we always do. I started to panic, because now it wasn't just the photos. It wasn't just the reflections. It was them. They were wrong. All of them. The final moment, the one that broke everything, came that night. I woke up to a sound. Soft, like whispering. I sat up slowly, my heart already racing. The hallway light was on. I don't remember turning it on. I stepped out of my room and followed the sound. It led me to the living room, where all of them were standing. My mom, my dad, my sister, all in one place, facing away from me, whispering, in sync, same words, same tone, over and over. I couldn't understand what they were saying until I got closer, and then I heard it clearly. He's starting to see it, over and over. He's starting to see it. My breath stopped. I took a step back, and the whispering stopped instantly. Slowly, they all turned to look at me, at the same time, smiling, wide, unnatural. See what? I whispered. They didn't answer. They just stared, and then, in perfect unison, they said, you. I ran. I don't even remember grabbing my keys. I just ran, back to the therapist. I didn't care what time it was. I banged on his door until he opened it. They're not real, I said immediately, but they're there. They talk. They move. He looked at me carefully, and said something that made everything worse. I know. My chest tightened. Then what are they? He hesitated, just for a second. Then he said, they're what replaced them. I felt my entire body go cold. Replaced who? He looked at me, directly. Seriously, your real family. I couldn't breathe, because in that moment, every memory I had started to feel wrong. Like something had been edited. Like something had been removed. I don't know what's real anymore. They're still there, in the house, acting normal, waiting, watching. And the worst part? Sometimes, I forget they're not real.